screen okay? That would be greatly appreciated, okay? Everybody can see me. So I'm going to have, man, I tell you, this stuff is just, I was showing Mike what we're going to do today. It's some crazy stuff, man. It's too much fun. So we're gonna talk, we're going to show, 50 ways is probably on the light side of what we're going to do today. So we're going to just have a lot of fun. We're going to show you guys how to get organized with Evernote. And let me just click the recorder before I forget. And 1 second here. All right, everybody, welcome to Agent Mastermind. And I am your host, Scott Hudspeth, here with my dear friend, Mike Zinga.
How's it going, buddy?
Good, man. Hey, you know what? I get so excited about these classes, and that, we're growing. We just amazing amount of people are showing up, and we're just, helping people, and that's what our true passion is to help people. And if I can free up 30 minutes out of your day, then that means you got to find something else to do. Right. That's the fun part about what we do. So let's just get started. We're going to talk about Evernote today. Evernote, man, I tell you, the more I use this, the more it just becomes like if I lost it, I would probably literally cry.
You might cry.
I probably would cry. So we're going to show some amazing stuff. Now, right now, I'm on the Mac Mini, which is a Mac computer that you're on right now. And then we're going to show you, I'm also logged in as the, I got a PC up here. So I might switch back and forth and just kind of show you the difference between the two if we have time. And then I got a little surprise for you. I'm going to pull up the iPad so you can see the iPad and then how this crazy thing can work when you're working with buyers and sellers, okay? So it's going to get a little crazy. So I'm going to show you some of my actual strategies to work with buyers and sellers. So let's get started. And then we'll try to do our best to answer all the questions before we're done. So only using Evernote for note-taking is like, I don't know about you, but, man, this is one sweet car.
That is sweet.
Buying a Ferrari for only the cup holders. All right, so that's what Evernote is really. I mean, if you're using Evernote for taking notes, you're really missing the whole point behind Evernote. It's kind of like using Gmail to only send and receive emails.
Right.
It's just, you're really missing it there. So that's what we're going to cover, all right? So flooded by apps. This is what I hear a lot. I want you to put your thinking cap on and say, how many different devices am I using to, oh my God, work with buyers, work with sellers, notepads, iPad, iPhone, Droid, computer, PC, other people's notepads, other people's computers. I mean, it never ends, right? So you have all these devices, all this software, when in reality you can use one device or one system called Evernote to do everything for you. I mean, literally everything, okay? So how many actually buyers, listings, training, paperwork, favorite websites? I mean, how many times do you go to your favorite website and you go, oh man, what was that site again?
All the time.
I mean, we always say that all the time, right? Presentations, like you attend this presentation, you want to save this PowerPoint, so you save it on your computer, and then you get home at night and you're like, crap, it's at my home, it's at my office computer, and now I can't look at it. So that is never going to happen again after today, all right? So emails, what about your emails? What if you get an email like from buyers, like you have 25, 30 emails from one buyer, and you're like, okay, well, how do I keep track of all this so that I know kind of how the transaction went? So when they call me a year from now, I know who it was and all the stuff that was happening and their pets' names and all that stuff. I mean, that's crazy, right? Email attachments. I mean, how many? We were talking about that today, Mike. I mean, as much stuff as we do and put together in photos and all this stuff, like, where is it all at?
I know, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. So this just kind of brings it all together. A million things, right? You have a million things going. So a couple ideas for Evernote, and this is, and I'm going to ask you to just give this a try. So every customer that you deal with needs to go in this. And I'm going to show you how to put them in there right now. Sellers during the process, buyers during the process, MLS tours. I mean, how do you know what's going on with all your listings, right? And your tours, expenses and taxes. I mean, think about this. What if you, instead of keeping all your receipts in a box, why not take a picture of it, store it in Evernote, and then you share that link with your accountant?
That's a great idea.
Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
All right, so make a habit of saving everything, events, trips, vacations. Like when you go on a trip, how many times do you do something? You're like, man, where were we on that?
Right.
Like, where do we go? What was the name of that place? Just take a picture of it. Like, I mean, here's a good one that I use all the time. When I go, like, when I fly, I drive into the parking lot, and you're like, okay, where did I park? I take a picture of the letter and the number, like A6.
Right.
Just take a picture of it, and it's right there, you know? So tie in mobile device, iPad, iPhone, Droid. Accept change and train yourself. I mean, that's really what it's all about. I mean, you can continue 6 months from now to do what you're doing, and if that's working for you, there's no right or wrong answer here. But if that's working, perfect. Share with your team members. Like if you want to share a project and you want to go, hey, you're in charge of this, you're in charge of this, you're in charge of this, and now you can see the progress that's going on because you're sharing the note or the notebook. That's a cool thing. Checklist, to-do list, kids to-do list. Like, I mean, holy smokes. I have my daughter using this who just started college. She's like, Dad, I'm just having a hard time keeping track of the notes and all this stuff. I go, you have to use Evernote. So she's loving it and using it, so that's a good thing. Clips from websites, documents of all types, PDF, Word, PowerPoint, photos, videos, you name it, it's going to go in here, okay? One-stop shop that's now available on everything that you own. In fact, I can actually log into anybody else's computer and get into my Evernote account, all right? So pretty cool stuff. So you will never get the full effect of Evernote unless you actually use it, okay? So a lot of people say I have it, I've downloaded it, but I just don't use it because probably it's just a lack of, because it's change. That's the hardest part is really going deep with this thing. So give it 30 days. They say it takes 21 days to make a habit. So give it 30 days, and instead of taking a photo or instead of taking a note, grabbing a notepad, which we're all just accustomed to doing in a habit, try to go, all right, I'm going to not have any notepads on my desk. I mean, I don't have one on my desk right now because it's just, you have to convert, and it takes time. It's uncomfortable. It's kind of like, you know what I like to do when I first talk to people? It's like, okay, what hand do you have your watch on right now? Go ahead and switch it. Switch hands. It's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But if you leave it there for like 30 days, it's almost going to feel the same as when you switched it if you switched it back because it becomes a habit. You know what I mean? So it's just a habit of which one so it's the same type of thing. Give it a little bit of time. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. Yes, it's going to be a little frustrating, but man, when you get it, it's just such a huge time empire, okay? All right, let's see. So, is it secure? An Evernote representative stated in a recent webinar that Evernote uses the same security when passing data that banks do. If you trust your bank, you can trust Evernote, all right? Another great feature is if you have a delicate information, and this is what I'm going to show you how to do this. So say you want to take, and you want to put, like for me, I have my driver's license, and I have my medical card in there that I don't think it has my social security number on it, but there's some information I don't want people to get my driver's license just in case. So you can actually encrypt a picture or a text, or so it's password protected.
Wow.
So you have to put in a code to get to it. All right. So I'll show you how to do that. So you don't have to ever worry about that. And the best part is it's free. Evernote starts out with a free version that has most of the basic features that the paid version has. Okay. We're going to talk about the differences. With the free account, you can upload up to 60 megabyte of data per month. That's a lot of data. So I have people that never, ever have to pay for the paid version. If you want the paid version, then it's get this. And can we all agree that anything $50 a year is free? I mean, in a real estate business, if it's going to help you save time and organize your life, can we agree that $50 is free? So it's $50 for the whole year.
Nice.
All right? Gives you 1 gig of data every month. So I've never uploaded that much data in like 1 gig in 1 month. I mean,
really?
And that's every single month, okay?
Wow.
So premium version. So with the premium version, you also get some enhanced capabilities, increased file size, offline notebooks, which I personally like because I'm going to show you the iPad. I'm going to show you how the offline stuff works. So just in case you don't have internet or you want to get to something, note history to see earlier versions, faster image recognition, top priority support, allows others to edit your notes. Create a secure pin lock for your mobile device. Hides ads, so you don't have the ads aren't really that big of a deal, but if you don't like them, then the $50 it goes away. Makes PDF searchable. So get this. So if you upload a PDF and it has a word in it, you're like, okay, I can't remember the name of the document, but I know in the document it had a certain sentence or word. It'll actually search those PDFs for you and find that for you.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
That's really cool.
How does it do that? I mean, I don't understand that stuff. So, and I don't have to understand it. I just know that it works.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, a couple definitions before we get started. A note is an individual entry into your Evernote A note can be a note you typed, a photo you took, a website you clicked, an audio recording, or an email you forwarded, or there's a bunch of other ways, okay? So that's a note. So like if you were to take a note on a notepad, that's a note, right?
Right.
A notebook holds notes inside of it, all right? So a notebook is a collection of individual notes. Think of your notebook in school. You had a wide-ruled pages. You know, I was actually left-handed, so I bought those left-handed notepads. Those are pretty cool. Hard to find, but they sure were nice.
Right.
Right? So that's kind of what a notebook is. All right, so a stack. A stack is a collection of notebooks. For example, you can have a stack called buyers, and then underneath that buyers tab is all your buyers. So you kind of organizes your buyers. Instead of having just all these names floating around up there, and we're going to give you a couple examples. But sellers would be another stack. So under sellers, maybe prospects, maybe past clients would be a stack. So underneath past clients, you would have all of your clients underneath there. All right? Tags, I like tags in the fact that if I want to really quickly find something, like if I want to tag each one of my buyers as buyer, and I click on the buyer tag, it's going to show me all my buyers right now. I don't have to go search for a specific name. It's just going to really quickly show me all my buyers. So you can have different tags and part of different groups. So one example of how a tag will be useful is if you scan your receipts into Evernote, you could tag them as receipt, right? So, but if you track two types of receipts for tax deductions and for reimbursements, a better tagging structure would be tax deductible and reimbursement. Because some stuff, if you as a business owner get reimbursed for, then you would want to have two different tags. You could really quickly go per month to go, all right, where's my reimbursements because I tagged it as that. And you can tag it right on your phone when you take a picture of it. All right?
Sweet.
Isn't that cool?
Love it.
So it's all right there 100% of the time, available for you everywhere. So here's the thing that Notebook, it has the elephant logo because they say elephants never forget anything.
It's true, though.
You know, it's crazy. So, like, think about this. So, when you see an elephant at a circus and it has this little bitty rope around its ankle, are you kidding me? Like, that elephant is really going to be held by that little bitty rope?
Right.
But from a child or from a baby elephant, they put that rope around there. It remembers that it can't go anywhere. So, it just remembers that if that rope's around my ankle, I'm stuck. I ain't going anywhere. So that's why you see that.
It's crazy.
Isn't that just weird? So you can access anywhere. I mean, anywhere. iPhone, iPad, Droids, computers, PCs, Mac, it doesn't matter. And you can find things fast, okay? So to get it, not right now, but after we're done, go to evernote.com/get-it, or just go to evernote.com. You can as well. And this is what it looks like there, okay? All right. So capture everything, access anywhere, and find things fast. All right. So create an Evernote account. This is what it looks like. I kind of went through this because I don't know, I like to give you, so I'm going to make sure that this PowerPoint is available to you. Just contact the loan professional that sent you here, and they'll be more than happy to get you access to this PowerPoint, okay? And we'll, of course, be answering any questions you might have, all right? Okay, so create an account, email address, username, password, and you got to figure out this little puzzle, which isn't too hard, so that's okay. The next thing is you got to confirm your email. It's going to send you an email confirmation just like this, and it's going to ask you for your code. No big deal. Here's the email that you get that says, hey, Scott Hudspeth, thanks for joining us. Here's your code. So you put that code in there, it booms, it logs you in. Here's welcome to Evernote. Download Evernote app. So get Evernote for Windows. And what you would do is, depending on what PC you have or what Mac you have, it's going to give you the right version. I don't know how it knows that either, but it does. Smart. It's just smart. Smart stuff.
I know.
You know? So get Evernote for Windows. And then get this, get Evernote for mobile, tablet, and other devices, all right? So here it is, get Evernote, and what's going to happen is when you get to this point, it's going to automatically download. It takes just a second, but it's going to automatically download to your computer, and then it's going to have you log in, because remember you set up a login and password, right? So the same login and password is going to be the same on all your devices. It's going to be the same. So when you download it, when you download the app on your iPad, when you download the app on your PC or Mac or your iPhone or Droid, same login and password, okay? Nothing changes. Here, it works on everything. iPad, Android, BlackBerry, Windows. There's nothing that I don't know of that it doesn't work on. Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Windows. I mean, you name it, it works on it, all right? Get Evernote for mobile. So you click on that, and obviously just go to the store, the Google App Store or the iTunes Store, and you can get this Evernote thing. So when you log in, here's the first thing you're going to see. You're going to have OneNote in your Evernote account. We're going to go live here in just a second, and I'm going to give you some crazy stuff you can try out or like start using this thing. And then I'm going to show you the iPad, how to work with buyers, which I'm excited
for that one.
I get so excited about that stuff. So you're going to, let's just create your first note. Okay, so see right up here in the top it says new note, and I'm going to show you this. It's going to be untitled. It's going to have a URL if you want to attach a URL to it, and you can put a tag to it. So say this was a buyer. Maybe I'd put a buyer tag here, a prospect. So really quickly I could search for prospects, and then you would put in and you would take your note. All right. So deleting notes are the same thing. So once you get a note and you're like, I want to delete the note. I just don't need the note anymore. All you do is highlight the note and just delete it. Okay. So I'm going over the simple stuff because I don't want you to download the stuff and get frustrated with it. So I'm going to go over some basics and then we'll get crazy fun with the stuff. Okay. So if you want to restore a note, say, all right, oh crap, I deleted a note I wasn't supposed to delete, or I want it back. Well, it's just sitting right here in this trash. So all you do is you open the trash. You'll right-click on it and you'll see Restore Notes. That's all you got to do. It'll restore the note. No big deal. All right. Tools and options. So you got tools and options, and then you have when your Evernote account syncs. Okay, because you want it to sync so that it's available on all your other devices. And it'll automatically do it if you don't touch this, but I like it to sync faster than later. So you can sync, if you click this little sync button right here, it'll actually just sync right now. But if you want it to do it automatically, you just squeeze the sync and then drop down button, and then every 15 minutes it'll automatically sync for you. And then all your devices will just automatically, boop, everything shows up. And I'm going to show you that here in just a minute. Sync when you want to, so just click on this little sync button that's at the top of your Evernote account. And it's kind of a habit for me when I make a new note, I just sync it just so I know it's there, just as a safety precaution. Not that I've ever had any issues. It's not really a safety precaution, it's just a habit that I've formed. You know that 21-day habit?
Right.
I formed a habit. All right.
22 days.
So here's the thing. After using Evernote for a couple months, you're going to have a lot of notes in there. You're going to have a lot of things, PDFs, Word docs, pictures, audios, all kinds of different stuff inside Evernote. You're going to go, man, if you were sitting inside one of your notes and you search, it's only going to search that note for the content, okay? So what you want to do is make sure you click all notes first and then do your search, okay? Because then it's going to search all of your notes, all right? And that's where I'm like, okay, this search sucks because I was inside one of the notes and I searched for something and I didn't find it. I'm like, okay, it doesn't work.
Right.
Well, I didn't know that I had to click on all notes, and then it searched all of the notes. Otherwise, it's just you're letting it know you want to search inside an individual note, okay? Hey, Jay, man, we love you too, bro. So Jay's just saying we love the same, man, we love you too. So, so click on notes first. Sorry, here you go. How many notebooks do I need? How many you need, Mike? One? 100?
Couple hundred?
There's no right or wrong answer.
Yeah.
Some people use one note now, or one notebook. But if you're going to ever share, and you probably will do this, if you're working with buyers and sellers, you want to share that notebook with that buyer, okay? So you're probably going to want to set up separate notebooks for each individual buyer or each individual seller inside what we call I forget the name of it right now, but we'll come back to that. So this is your choice, no right or wrong answer. If you will be sharing notebooks, you want to have separate notebooks because you're going to want to share with your team or share with other people you're working with. You don't want to have to share the whole thing because that's going to be everything.
Right.
Make sense? All right. Tags are like descriptions of attributes for your notes. Tags allow you to group like items. Makes them easily accessible in the future. Just like notebooks, there are really no right or wrong answer to tags. I personally don't use a whole lot of tags because of the search function. I can find whatever I want. I use notebooks more so than I use tags. But for example, I needed a filter for my furnace. So I'm like, instead of carrying the filter into the store, I just took a picture of it, stored it in Evernote, so I knew that it was there no matter what I had with me. And I walked in, just matched the picture up with stuff like that. So I did tag it as my home. So anything I do with my home, I just take a picture of it. Wife to-do list, tag it. As home, you know how that goes. All right. So note taking. Okay, I'm gonna go live like this because this is crazy. So you can create a clickable link. Let me just explain what I'm talking about here so this makes sense. So I'm going to open up, and I'm going to actually switch over to my PC. And I'm going to go over to here. Yes. Okay. All right. So I'm going to show my screen. Here's my Evernote account. So I'm going to make a new note, okay? So I'm going to go right here is your new note. Can everybody see my screen still? Everybody see my screen okay? It's right here. Yeah, questions. All right. let's see. Whoops, where'd the questions go? There we go. Okay, good. All right. And everybody can hear me good. So, okay. So I'm going to go new note. And I'm going to, here's my new note. And I'm going to say demo for a bunch of top agents. All right. Now check this out. I can see how these little options I have right here to make notes. So say that I want to make a checklist of stuff that I want to remind my buyer to do. Okay. So I just click on this little thing. It throws open a checkbox, and I go, all right, I need them to fax sales agreement. All right, I'm just making up stuff. How about copy of earnest check? All right, so you can go on list after list. Now, say that I want to hyperlink, and I want to take this note right here. This is the listing presentation. Say I want to take this note, and I want to attach that note to say that I get an earnest money check in, and I don't want to have to go look for it. I just want to attach it to this right here so that I can click on it and go right to it. Okay? So let's just pretend like this listing presentation is the earnest money check. Okay? So I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to go copy note link. You guys see that? Copy note link. All right? And I'm going to go back to my note, and I'm going to highlight earnest money check. And I'm going to go format, hyperlink. So format, so I went highlight, format, hyperlink, add, and I'm going to add, all I'm going to do is Control V for paste, and that is the link to that listing presentation right there, which we're simulating that it's an earnest money check, okay? So I made a copy of the earnest money check, I put it in my Evernote account, and I want to link to it so I don't have to remember where it's at, all right, or search for it. So I click OK. Now you'll look at that it's highlighted. So if I click on that, guess where it goes? It goes to the listing presentation, or in this case would have been an earnest money check, all right? So that's how you link a note. Every note that you put in here is a link to your system. It has a link in your system, okay? Pretty crazy stuff.
That's awesome.
All right? So I'm going to switch back here really quick, and I'm going to go back to this and stick with the PowerPoint. I appreciate you guys bearing with me here. All right, so I'll show my screen. So that's the note linking that we just talked about, okay? All right. So I want to show you guys kind of how it looks on both, and I can show you here. I just want to make sure that I think most people here have a PC, but it works the same on a Mac. It's similar to on a Mac, okay? All right, so let's go to PowerPoint slide from the current slide. All right, so here's and this just kind of walks you through it. Copy note link. So every note has a link. It's a live link inside your system that you can now collaborate on, all right? Hyperlink, add, and then you go fully executed agreement, and there's all kinds of different stuff you can put in here. So here's what I'm saying. Think about this stuff. I would go right to your MLS and look at what you typically do on a normal transaction and put a checklist inside here, and then make it so that you have a checklist for each buyer. And then so it's always with you. You always are up to date on where they're at on the transaction, what you need to get, what you need to follow up with. So it's like in the clouds and available for you all the time. Make sense? All right, cool. All right, so a million things. So everything I save in the Evernote cloud, meaning it is never lost if my computer crashes. You are 100% correct, and that is an amazing question, Greg. So Greg said if I put everything in Evernote, all my documents, PDFs, Word docs, videos, links, everything that I have, if my computer crashes, you will not lose anything. All right? Okay, got it. Cool. All right, so here's the link that shows you that. So getting information into Evernote. Here's a million different ways to get stuff into Evernote. You can type a note. You can direct scan. Now, there's certain scanners that go directly into Evernote. Well, I haven't done any research on this, but I just read that there is certain scanners that you can scan right into Evernote. So if you want to, you can just scan it in. Audio note, we're going to talk about that. Email it in. Every Evernote account you get gives you a free email account that automatically goes into your account, all right? Goes into your Evernote account. So you can, and I'm going to show you how to set that up as well. So a web clipper, so when you're on a website, you can clip a website you're on, save it under, I save it under favorite websites or whatever, or if you're doing some marketing and you want to like market, you're researching maybe listing presentations, or you want to keep track of every link I talk about during this presentation, you can use Evernote to do that on. All right. Snap a picture, print it directly in. Auto import, Sketch. I'm gonna show. That's a really cool one. I showed Mike that today. The Sketch.
Oh yeah.
That is really cool. Penultimate. I can't even say it right. I don't even know how to say that. Penultimate. So if you don't like typing but you like writing, you can buy one of them stylus pens and download Penny. It goes right into so you can take notes on your iPad, like write on it.
Wow.
And then it'll just go right into your Evernote account. All right, it's crazy. You can drag it or you can tweet it in, believe it or not. All right. Tweet. All right. So here's how you get your email account. Once you're in there, you click on the settings tab. This is now the web-based version. You're going to see a settings tab up on the right-hand side, and you're going to click on settings. It's going to pop open. It's going to say account summary, usage, and this keeps track of your usage. See how it says this is a free account picture? It shows 60 meg. You get free upgrade, and then my login, and then it shows the email to my Evernote account. You can always, if this email gets compromised, you can just click reset, and it'll give you another email address. All right, pretty cool. Now check this out. If you have Gmail or whatever contact whatever contact database you have, you want to create a contact that is named Evernote. Okay, so I don't want to remember this email because look at this email. shudspeth.59791@m.evernote. I mean, it's not hard to remember, but
It's a lot.
it's like, okay, why not just type in Evernote to email, and then when I forward, I just type in Evernote, it automatically comes up, and it sends it. So create a contact in your email database or contact database, and then have it go to your email so you can just real easy to remember, so you can forward stuff and automatically put it into your Evernote account. That's important, all right? Evernote Web Clipper, check this out. So if I'm on Evernote, or actually if I'm on a website, let's go to Wikipedia. Whoops, let's see here. Wikipedia, all right? I'm going to go to Wikipedia, and this is just because there's an unbelievable amount of information in here. It's just insane.
Tons.
So I'm going to click on English. Say that I want to remember, and I want to highlight, I want this article right here. So I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to go over here. You guys will see that I have a little, now it's gone. Of course, when I'm showing you, it's gone. So I'm going to switch back. That always happens to me. Right, Paul? All right. So I'm going to switch back. Of course, when I want to show you, where the heck did it go? All right. Let me just switch back really quick. And let's see. Yes. All right. So I'm going to show my screen here. So I'm going to go to Wikipedia on this one. It's nice having backup, Mike.
Yeah. Got enough devices here to last you a year.
Wikipedia. All right. So Wikipedia.org. Same exact thing here. Whoa. English. I don't know what happened there.
I thought you were going to spice it up a little bit.
I was thinking about it. All right. So let's just Lincoln. Let's just research Lincoln and see what comes up. So Lincoln. All right. So I've for some reason want to remember this page right here. I can highlight just this part of it, or watch it not be there again. Okay, there it is. Yay! See this little up in the right-hand corner? See this little Evernote clipper? If I click on that, it's going to say, let's try to log in. All right. If I can put in the right password. All right, so it's going to go, all right, you want just that right there? Or see this says Save Selection? Or I can click and go Save Article. It's going to save the whole page, but it's also going to save the link that I'm on of that page. Is that crazy?
That's crazy.
All right, or I can save the full page. It's saving the whole page, plus it'll save the link to the page. So you can get as crazy as you want. You can save it as a PDF if it's available, or save the URL. So I want to save the URL, which now it's just going to save this URL right here. You guys see that okay? So you'll never have to worry about what you researched, when you went to it. Just save it, and then put it into a category if you want inside Evernote or whatever. See how I can put tags in here? So I can say, all right, this is a buyer marketing. So I'm going to create a tag that says buyer marketing, or I can say seller marketing. I can add a comment if I want to. So now the tag will be attached to it. So if I search buyer marketing websites, that's the one I want to go to, I can really quickly pull those up and go right to them again. I never lose them again. All right? Crazy stuff, right? All right. So we'll keep going just so we can get through this. I just love this thing, man. This is just
I wish I would have had that in school.
You think? It would have been a beautiful thing. So, all right, we did that. Let's go back to the PowerPoint. I don't want to miss anything because there's so much here. Let's see, play from the current slide. So that's the web clipper. So I show you in the PowerPoint how to use it, and you'll see right here it shows that you get this little elephant, and it's available on Chrome and Firefox and Internet Explorer, all that stuff. So there's the web clipper. You save it to your and you can choose which notebook you want to save it to. So you can already have the notebook created. Just save it to that notebook. All right. Like a lot of times I'm an iPhone freak and I'm a Google freak, so I have a Google notebook and I have a WordPress notebook because I'm a WordPress freak. So like anything I find on the internet, I'm like, okay, I don't want to look at it right now. I'll look at it later. All right. And so I'll just save it under those, and I know it's there, and I'll go back when I have my fun time, which is my fun time. I go back and check it out. You know what I mean? Fun time. We all have fun time.
Fun time.
Fun time. Yeah, my fun time is a little different than most.
Yeah, it's still working.
Mine's still working, yeah. So there's the web clipper. This is a really close-up picture of what it looks like, and then where the notebook it goes. Add tags, add comments. You can save, like I showed you here. So this shows you all the ways to save. It's called the web clipper. All right. No charge for this. It's free. Syncs with your Evernote. And here's the crazy thing, Mike, is it saves. Like if I save this link here, it'll be on my iPad when I go there. It'll be on my iPhone, my Droid. Everywhere I go, it saves it there. All right? The Droid. Here's what the Droid looks like when you go there. Here's like I can take a new note. I can take a snapshot, audio, attach. All right? And here's the iPhone. Same thing. This is the crazy part about like how this works. See this little box right here on the right-hand side that says it has little corners around it.
Mm-hmm.
If I take a picture of a flyer, I don't know. I wish I knew how this stuff works. But if I use that one right there, it only takes a picture of the actual flyer. I mean, I can put stuff all the way around it.
So it crops it.
It crops it out of the whole.
Cool.
I don't understand it. Here's so that's a new note. That is like a picture, like a flyer paper. That is like a straight out picture. It's just going to take whatever it sees in that in the focus there. All right. So here's a picture of this flyer that I took sitting on a table. Check this out. So that's the picture one. Here's the flyer one. It's the exact flyer.
Mm-hmm.
How does it do that? How does it know that like that is laying?
It's got to know the parameters.
I know, it's just crazy. So like if you have a flyer, sales agreement, I don't know, a business card, it's going to only get the business card. So you can take pictures of business cards and have a business card folder, and you can remember it'll search them. Because you can search and find a name inside a PDF because it's saved in a PDF.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just endless what you can do with here. So you got the camera, the audio. The audio is crazy. I'm going to show you that here in just a second. And then you can actually forward this to your clients if you want to by email, forward the folder with them. So if I want to take a picture of something and really quickly email it to them, but keep track of it in my Evernote because everything is there. I never lose anything. And, of course, I want to delete it later. I can, but it's always there. All right? Here's what it looks like on the iPad. You have the notes. Here's all your notes. So it's like as soon as you sync, it's done, man. It's like right there inside your Evernote account on your iPad. You guys are seeing a picture of it. Here's the iPad and the notebook. Here's my notebooks in Evernote. Here's my shared folder. If I share any folders with anybody, it'll show who I'm sharing with. And then here's the tags that I've set. Here's that snapshot of the one where I did the cottage filter. So I took a picture of it and I just tagged it as cottage filter because I'm like, okay, I just want to really quickly go to it.
Right.
And then here's the offline notebook. So I think we should have a little fun with this, man. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys something really cool. So I'm going to go with my first buyer. Say I meet with the buyer. Okay, let me just turn on my little secret squirrel here, and I'm going to go to watch this. All right, so you guys are still seeing my screen. Give me just 1 second here to set up, and this is so fun here. All right, so I'm going to show you my Mac or my iPad right now. So there is my iPad. You guys can see my iPad right now. And let me just clean this out. I'm going to open up. So you guys are looking directly at my iPad. Now, I'm going to open up my Evernote app. You see it right here? All right, so I'm going to click on that. Inside Evernote. Okay, now I just opened my camera. So, all right, so there's Mike. You guys can see Mike. So hi, Mike. So here's the thing. Here's my other computer. So like if I stand back from where I'm at right now, here's both of my computers that I have going. You guys can see all that. Okay, so get this. Say that I walk up to a home, all right, And let's just imagine you guys are seeing the like both screens here. So I take a picture of this. Just simulate this is a home. So I take a picture. All right. Now that note is inside of Evernote right now. Done. Not only is it inside my iPad, if I go back and I go to let's click on off there. No. Let's go. Okay. Okay. You got to click that little check mark on the bottom to save it. So Evernote would like to access your photos. Okay. And Evernote would like to access your calendar. Okay. So you'll notice right here is my note. Okay. That's the picture I just took, right? Okay. So get this. See at the top, you guys can barely see this, but I have a picture, I have and I have audio. So I can say that I'm at this home, and Mike, this pretend like you're the buyer, okay? So hey, Mike, what do you think about this home? First off, let's just take a little note right here, and let's just put in the address. So the address is 123 Test Drive, and you know I just took a picture of it, so I can help you remember when, because we're going to look at like 3 or 4 homes today. It's going to be, so let's just kind of take some notes on what you like and what you don't like. So 123 Test Drive, and there we go, Test Drive. All right. So Mike, really quick, I'm gonna just if you don't mind, we just looked at this house.
Yeah.
Why don't you share with me? I'm just gonna really quick record if you don't mind. I'm going to record what you thought about the home. What did you like about it?
You know, actually, I love the kitchen. They had that huge gourmet kitchen in there.
Nice kitchen.
Beautiful kitchen.
Okay.
Bedrooms were good size.
Okay.
I didn't really like how small the backyard was in it, though.
That's a little small. And yeah, there's no way to change that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this house owner. Okay. No, that's cool. So, all right, let's go to the next house. What do you say? All right, so I'm done. All right. So then now you guys can see this right here. I'm going to just shrink this down. So now I have a picture of the home. I have the address, and I have Evernote, which made an audio note for me. Check this out. So okay, so watch this. Let's just close that out. I'm going to go back to here, and see this little sync button right in the top right? You guys can see this right here? I'm going to sync that just so we don't have to wait. And boom, it's done. And hopefully I'm still with you guys. You guys with me okay? No, not right now. Okay. Hopefully you guys seen all that. Is everybody still with me? Good. Okay, good. All right. So now here's my iPad. So I'm going to just scoot this aside, and I am going to go to my Evernote on my computer, and I'm going to sync. All right. Notes. Let's see. Let's see here. Demo for a bunch of temp agents. That's not it. See, it takes a second to come in. Let's see. I want to show you guys here really quick. Let's see, is it there yet? Okay, it takes a second to go. Give me just 1 second here. You know what? I'm in the wrong account, Mike. that does play a part in this. So let's just sign out. I'm going to sign into the actual one that I'm in. Just give me 1 second here. I apologize. I actually created another account for you guys so I could do all those screenshots. 2023. All right, so here we go. I'm back into Evernote, and I'm going to click on my notes. Guess what note after it syncs is going to be there? In the right account. So, all right, so I'm going to click on notes. Oh, looky here. So now here's the iPad. Here's my iPad, right? I took it on my iPad. I took a picture of the home. I took the notes. Now I have it on my, here's the note and everything. Now check this out. So here's the audio. Check this out. Watch.
If you don't mind, I'm going to record what you thought about the home. What did you like about it?
You know, actually, I love the kitchen. They have that huge gourmet kitchen in there.
Nice kitchen. But if you don't mind, I'm going to record what you thought.
So as you can see, everything I do is everywhere. If I was to go to my iPhone right now, if I could show you my iPhone, it'd take me a couple minutes to do it, but everything I do is synced everywhere, okay? Okay, here's another idea. I really love this one. So say that I'm driving by a house, and I know I got an appointment tomorrow for a listing presentation, and I have an admin, or actually, I'm sitting there and I'm 15 minutes early, and I want to do the results in advance strategy, walk in and show them what I've already created for them. So I know I have an assistant back at the office, and I shared this folder of pictures with her, okay? So I log in, and I go to photo. I click on photo. Here I am, I back up. I'm in Evernote, and you guys are seeing this, and I'm sitting outside the house, and I take a picture of the home. Boom. And I make a note in here, and I tell my assistant, hey, do me a favor, set up a single property website for me so that I can walk in and show the seller why they should go with me. I never even left my car.
Amazing.
Dude, is that crazy?
That's awesome.
So that's the whole. I mean, there's just so many things you can do with this thing. So that is the iPad, guys. So this is. I mean, it's endless. So here's my iPad. You're seeing it. And if I close this out, there's like nothing you can't do. Let's say that I'm just going to leave this sitting here for a second. Let's say that in here I wanted to slide a PDF attachment into the my Evernote account. So where am I at here? Let's just okay. Here's my notes, and maybe I sent them a homebuyer book, and I want to remember that I sent them a homebuyer book. Here's my note right here, homebuyer book, and I'm going to shrink this down here, and this is on my desktop. Let's see, shrink that. There we go, and I have over here. I have maybe. Let's just throw in here. Let's just use this one. Let's just throw this picture down in here. I'm going to drag this picture down into this note, and boom! I now have a picture, or PDF, or Excel spreadsheet, or whatever you want to put in this note for this buyer is now in there off of my computer. Now, say I want to share this with them. Okay? There's the done button. So the done button. Here's this little arrow right here. Share note via, if you guys can see that, share note via email, Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn, all right? So I click on share, and it asks me what I want to do. I want to email the note. Mike, I'm going to email it. Hey, Mike, I'm going to just email you this note because we took some pictures. I'll email you that, and it has, of course, the property address in it. Bingo. And so in your own words, what you thought about the home, and I just wanted to, share it with you so you have a copy of it so you guys can decide later tonight. Yeah. All right, boom. You put in the email address. All right, say that, let's just cancel that, delete, all right, and say that I wanted to share the folder with them. So I right-click on the folder, or the note, click on share. I could, again, email, post, copy, shared, linked, in clipboard, whatever I want to do, I can do it that way. And now if I have a notebook, and I want to share a notebook with them, same thing, share notebook. And now I can share the whole notebook as I build whatever I want with my team or whatever I want to do, okay? So I kind of share with you live the sharing portion of this. Now let me just go back and how we do it per time. All right, so that's the iPad version. So sharing of the notes, slideshow from current slide. Now I know I'm sharing a lot with you guys, but I'm telling you, like, the sky's the limit with this thing. It really is. So am I sharing the right screen? Okay, good. All right, so if you want a person or sharing with notebook, if you want to, okay, so here's how it works. If you're the paid user and you share it, then they can edit it. But if they are a free account and share it, then there's no editing that can go on, all right? And again, it says 45, it's like 45 or 50 a year. Or if you want to pay on a monthly basis, it's 5. I'm not saying you need the paid version. I'm just saying here's why I like the paid version. One is it's got more upload, not that I even know that I need it, but there's a couple things you can do with offline folders, which it's not a big deal, so I'm not going to, if you have any questions on it, just let us know. All right? Let's see. So I just share how to share the notebooks, and then you can share it individually. You can create a public link. Now, get this. So say that I have a message to get to them, and instead of me typing it, because it's going to take me, it's a long message, and I want to say, so I just go to my Evernote. Check this out. This is so fun. So I say it's fun. It really is fun. So say that I want to take a note, and I want to do a new note for Scotty Bud 23, and I want it to be an audio note. Let's just see, untitled note. Let's just call this. Let's see, click for tags. I'm going to switch screens here really quick. So what I wanted to do is show you the audio version of this note, and then send them an audio instead of. Let me just show what I'm talking about. So I want to go new notes. Say I want to put it with this one right here. And I click on the audio, and I record. So I record. Hey, Mike, I just wanted to get with you and make sure that we're still good for tonight's appointment. Look forward to meeting you guys. And helping you look at a couple homes. I got a bunch of great homes for us to look at, and we'll make sure and take notes. But I just wanted to make sure, and of course, just wanted you to hear my voice, so when you met me, you kind of knew what I sounded like. And maybe I'll put a picture of me in this note so you know what I look like too. All right, you click save. Now here's the note comes up. Where'd it go? Let me just sync this bad boy. And then you could actually share this note with them via, where's it at? Right here. Share. And being that I'm on this webinar, of course, I'm having all kinds of mistakes, but there it is right there. Share, send by email, so if I send them that, they're gonna have the recording and whatever else I put in that note. So instead of typing it out, they just get a recording of my voice. They click play and they can play it. All right? Pretty crazy, right? Okay, so back to this, and we're almost done here. Share with one individual, I'll kind of show you how to do that. Share with the whole world. You can create a link. You can actually create a personal link as well in here. You can put your whatever word you want at the end. Note or notebook shared with. And the second step, here's this kind of talks about the sharing that I already went over. And so that's what I got for you. So where are we at? We're at 15 minutes in. Let's answer some questions. Show my screen, and let's just go over. Okay, can you include a video of the house? And that's absolutely, you can include a video. Yeah, so you can. I mean, anything that's on your desktop can be shared inside Evernote. So in fact, if you were to I would have to go play with this, but if you record, you can't actually, no, you can do a video on here. You can do a video on the iPad.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So I've never done that, but absolutely. Like we were talking about virtual tours, like doing a virtual tour and having it share, then share the virtual tour with somebody. So absolutely. All right. How to sync notes. Sync notes. So if you okay, so let me just share with you on this one. And so let's say, I think what you're talking about is the syncing of, let's say that I put in here listing agreement. There's that note, by the way, it just showed up. It's weird how that stuff works. All right, I'm going to space that down. All right, so listing agreement. Oops. Go back. When I'm on this webinar, I apologize, guys. It does weird stuff to it, so I'm actually delete this bad boy. Cut. There we go. Okay, so listing agreement. Say that I have a listing agreement and I want to make a copy of it because I've scanned it in or I faxed it to myself. Now it's a PDF or whatever. I want to make it a PDF. So let's say that it's I don't know. Let's just pick one. Let's go this SMP event that we did. It's a flyer. It's a PowerPoint flyer. So I'm going to go. I want to make this note right here. I'm going to right-click on it, and I'm going to say Copy Note Link. Okay. So just highlight it, right-click, Copy Note Link. So what I've done is I've created a clickable link that I can now paste to this listing agreement. So I'm going to highlight this listing agreement, and I'm going to go Format, and then Hyperlink, and then Add. And then I'm going to paste that into there, which is the link that I got from that note, and now that listing agreement is a clickable link, okay? So that's that one. Let's see what other questions we have. I hope that helped out a little bit. If you have first gen, yeah, if you need a second, was it second gen iPad? I think it was second gen iPad to make this work.
Yep.
So second gen iPad is the one that, all right. Does the iPad version include a video option with Evernote? It does not include a video option. You would have to take the video and then slide it into your Evernote account. So you'd have to put them together that way. How do you, let's see, how do you get SMP into Evernote? It depends on where the document is. So say like on a PC, wherever you can search, say that I want to search all my PowerPoints I have in my system, and I just put in PPT. So I can grab any one of these right here and slide it into this note. I can drag it over. That's probably the easiest way. Now that note is right inside there. Now it doesn't remove it from my computer. That's the best part. It just puts it inside there. So you see I just dragged it over. St. Joe Facebook. So I did a presentation in St. Joe, so I just drag it over, slide it. Now I have both PowerPoints included in there. Of course, it'll show up eventually, but that's how you do it there. And then of course you sync, and then it's available on all your systems. All right. That, Tony, is a little secret of mine, and it's called "How do you get the iPad or iPhone to show?"
It's going to be a
I'm
couple
gonna
classes
I'm gonna have to charge for that one. No, I'm just kidding. So one is the Apple TV will allow you to do it. That's $99. The app that I found that is called for the Mac is called Reflector, and it's way cool. It's like $20 app, I think it was, or maybe $20 app. That yeah, it's so I'll show you that. I'll show you that, guys, today in class. But man, I tell you, the Apple TV is $99. I got a little demo. Mike and I went astray the other day, and so the Mac it plugs in HDMI to any size TV, and then it's wirelessly allows you to communicate with your Mac, iPad, or iPhone. It's sick.
It's awesome.
It's like so you can go into a seller's house, plug in the Apple TV, turn on your Mac, and now you're watching this presentation on their TV, and there's no wires attached. The only wire you got to attach is the HDMI to their TV. Very cool.
Super cool.
How do I transfer docs from my Dropbox to Evernote? Same exact way. If you want to grab your Evernote doc, so like right down here's my Dropbox account, and I open up Dropbox, open up my Dropbox folder. All this stuff inside here, let's just do the 12-week plan, and let's just click on that, and let's just say I want, here's actually a recording, so I'm going to take this video recording, and I'm going to drag it down in and drop it, and it'll show up inside. It might take a second. That might be a big one. That might not have been a good idea. I'll put it lock stuff up there. Oh, see how the taskbar. I probably picked the wrong thing to transfer. So yeah, the TV thing. So it's called Apple TV. It's pretty cool.
Awesome. Yeah.
Be careful going into the Apple Store. That's what happens. Yeah. All right. So here Boyd says I have the Apple TV and it is the bomb.
There you go.
They showed us. I'm like, okay, that is really cool. So thanks, Boyd. Appreciate that. The TV thing. There's that. I have the Apple TV. Okay, I think I locked up my computer. Scott, privately, can you tell me a realtor I know who is currently using Evernote? Let's see. Is there? So when I send out an invitation, I will be notified if. Okay, we'll talk about that one later. Cindy is using Evernote. Cindy is. So who's using Evernote right now on the webinar right now? I am. So there's one. There's two. Great. Did you guys pick up a couple ideas that you might be able to use? Okay, cool. Good. Okay, so the people that are using it, are you using it like for everything? I mean, I would love to unmute somebody. So if there's anybody that's cool with me talking with them and they dialed in, let's see. And okay, Jason. Let's get Jason Thomas. Let's see. 1 second, Jason. I'm looking for you, brother. 1 sec. Jason Thomas. There he is, right there. Jason, you there, buddy? Jason, you there? I don't hear you. Let me just wait. Hold on. Wait a 1 sec. Jason, you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Hey, there we go. I can hear you, man. How you doing?
And we lost you.
And are you still there? I heard you for a second.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you. Yep.
Good.
How's it going, man?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you good. So, oh, you can't hear us.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's going good.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So what are you using Evernote for?
Yeah. No, I can hear everything.
Okay. So what are you using Evernote for? I think I lost it.
I use, as far as where you were showing the business cards, I take a picture of business cards a lot.
Okay.
For the business cards, I'll take a picture of the business cards to store them a lot.
Okay. All right.
And I use the Stitch a lot for the photos.
Okay. Cool. All right. Hey, man. I appreciate your time and coming on here with us today, man. I really do. Let's go. Let's see. Where is Jason? What was it? Was it Jason? Let's see. Oh. All right. So anybody else want to share? Yeah. Oh God.
Stitch.
Oh, do I have it downloaded?
Oh, probably.
Oh, man. I know I have it on my phone. So, let me see if I can go crazy here. Let's see. Okay, it's not going to work. All right, let me just, I don't probably have it. Oh, I do, Mike. I do.
You do?
I do.
I figured.
I know. Sorry, let me just show this back up here. All right, so I'm going to throw my iPad back up here, and I'm going to show Stitch. Somebody asked about Stitch. Here's Stitch, which is an Evernote creation. So I'm going to go open up Stitch. I don't have a whole lot of photos on here, but I can still, okay, create account, sign in. I'm going to sign in, and I'm going to just use my other one. 23, Evernote. Any other questions there, Mike? All right, so I'm going to sign in. So make sure you sign into your Evernote account when you open up Stitch. And this is pretty cool. So now, let's see, create a Stitch. So it's going to ask you to create a Stitch notebook. Push yes. And then here's a little picture I can demo right here. So here's Stitch. Check this out. So I can grab these arrows over here, and I can mark up my pictures if I want to. I can type on my pictures. So I can go demo. AMM. So I'm demoing this picture. So I can take any, and I can do this on my phone.
It's great. It's almost like Jing.
It's like Jing for your phone, Jing for your iPad. Jing. So there's a bunch of other stuff you can do here. So I can do, say I want to put a box around something. There's my box around there. Say that I want to maybe cut. See how I cut out part of my email down there?
Mm-hmm.
Like right. You guys can really see this spot right down here. So I just hit this little thing right here. And I just go over it. Whoops. I just go over it. Let's hit that right there. Why is it not working? It's just not letting me do it. There we go. So if I highlight all of that, it's going to like blurt it out so you can't see it.
Wow.
So you can hide private stuff that you don't want people to see. So now you can't see it. So it's pretty crazy. So that's and then when you click save, like right when you click the save button, it actually saves it to your Evernote within just a couple seconds. So there it is, syncing right there. And guess what? Now it's available on my computer, my iPad, my iPhone, my PC, everywhere. Yeah. So when it syncs, it's done. So that's pretty cool there. Let's see. Can you explain the? Yep, I just showed you that. You got to try that. That is a really cool. That's a really cool app. So OneNote is similar. I don't know if it hooks. I think you can actually put stuff from OneNote into Evernote as well. Let's see. Never knew Evernote could do so much. Life, MS, OneNote, but way more cool. Okay, thanks, Kathy. I appreciate the input there. It's called SKITCH. So it's SK, not S. Yeah, Skitch. Did I say Stitch? I probably did. Thanks, Mary. I appreciate that. Let's see. Is Stitch like building a virtual tour? Not really like building a virtual tour. It's like taking photos and maybe like, I don't know, if you took a picture of a home, you could then pull the picture into Stitch and then maybe point to the front door and go, isn't this a beautiful front door? Stuff like that, you know, or, oh my God, amazing backyard, and you take a picture of it, and you write on the picture what you're trying to say with the picture. I tell you, it makes Facebook a lot more fun. Mm-hmm. So you can do Facebook pictures. My Kodak camera lets me send pics directly to Evernote. Very cool. Awesome. So Tammy's saying she's got a Kodak camera that allows her to send pictures to Evernote. That is way cool. Thank you for sharing that, Tammy. I use it for everything from tax documents to, all right, here's Craig. I want to try and unmute Craig. Craig. One second, Craig. I'm looking for you, buddy. Let's see here. Craig. Craig, are you muted up, man?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, Scotty, how's it going?
I'm doing good, man. So, man, you got all kinds of stuff you use it for. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, everything that I do, I mean, I started using it basically for the business card aspect and the search capabilities.
Okay.
So, you know, when you want to find someone's name, you want to search Scotty, it'll come up. It's awesome. I use it for if I have a really good bottle of wine, I'll take a picture of it. It reads the the characters on the wine bottle. I use it for my taxes. Anytime I have a receipt, it goes in my tax file. It's wonderful. And I did just post. There's an Evernote group that's specifically designed for real estate. I posted those in the Agent Mastermind
Man, I
group
appreciate
just now, so you guys can take a look, because there's a lot of great ideas, something that we don't, we might not have talked about today. They talk about it in there, so it'll definitely help everyone.
Hey man, I sincerely appreciate that. Hey, where are you calling from?
I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Scottsdale, Arizona. Hey, can you do me a favor? Send us some warm weather, will you? All right,
I'll
brother.
do my best, man. Thanks.
So much, Craig. I appreciate you, man.
Sure.
Yeah, bye-bye. All right, so Craig, appreciate that, buddy. Let's see, what app is this? This is Evernote. So we've been, great webinar. Thanks, Wendy. Appreciate that. Let's see, can you use Evernote in different country? I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Let's see, is Sketch an app? Sketch is an app. Here's, if you go to Evernote, let me just do that right on my screen here. Actually, inside Evernote, there's another way to do it, but if you go to Evernote, and I believe it is going to be, right at the bottom here, it says Evernote Sketch. This is one I'm playing with right now. This is pretty cool. I played with that last night. That is, I can't even say it, but I did play with it. And let's see, how do I get out of here? Let's see if I have. Did I download that one? I don't think I did. But this is a really cool one. Web Clipper is the one that we talked about today. Here's another one that I played with that I didn't share today. It's called Evernote Hello, which allows you to store contacts when you meet with somebody. It allows you to store their name and email address and stuff like that, and then take a picture of their business card and then start a folder for that. There's a couple other things here, so just wanted to share that with you guys. Great question, though. Do you see the screenweapon.org? Do you know? I have not, Vaughn. Let's talk to Vaughn here, and then we'll finish up with this here. If you haven't, if we didn't answer your question, I apologize. But if you have a question about Evernote, we're here to help. There's almost 1,000 people in here, and of course, Craig shared with us another place where you can learn more about Evernote as well. But we'd love to have you as part of our group at facebook.com/groups/Agent Mastermind. And here's the thing: get with the lone professional that invited you to the class, and get a copy of the PowerPoint. We'll have the recording up tomorrow, and he can give you that as well. And so, where was I going? I was doing something. Oh. Vaughn. Yeah, let's talk to Vaughn. I want to know what this is, Vaughn. If you're mic'd up, that'd be great. If you guys are on the class and you call in, we can always unmute you. I'd love to. There he is. So, hey, Vaughn, how you doing, man? Vaughn, you there? Okay, Vaughn is not.
Maybe he's not mic'd.
Not mic'd. Okay. Let's see. Use annotations and painting mustaches. Oh, yeah. Okay, Lou, I'm going to keep that one private. All right. Can you go through the steps to share a note? Yeah. So in Evernote, let's see. So I'm going to go through the steps to share. So say that I want to share this note right here. There's a little button right up here that you can go click on and share to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn Notes, email the note, or compare, copy, share URL to clipboard. The other way is to share a notebook. And then you would, right there, there's actually, depending on if you're in Mac or PC, I apologize because it would take me a couple hours to show both. So they work similar, but they're not the same. So you're going to have to find out where the share button is. But the PowerPoint I did was on a PC, which I figured most is on a PC, but the Mac has a pretty cool version too. But you just click share, and here's what it looks like on both the PC and the Mac. So I can invite individuals to share the document with, or I can create a public link. So if I create a public link, it's going to go like this, and now there's a public link that I can give to people, and then I could actually share my verbal if I wanted to. If I wanted to share an audio note or whatever it was. So that is, and then if you ever want to edit this thing, you can cancel it or save or delete public links. So you can always delete it once you have it up. So I'm going to delete it. If you invite individuals, you put in their email address, and then you choose whether it's view the notes or view notes and activity, so they can continually go back to look. Allow notebook preview without required login. Now, I personally check this if I ever share it. I don't want them to have to sign up for Evernote to see something, especially a buyer or seller. Mm-hmm. So I just allow notebook preview without required login. Then they'll be able to see it without setting up a free account with Evernote. All right. So, and then invite. Click the, put the email address in here and click invite, and you're all done. You can add a personal message, that type of stuff. So. Hope that helped a little bit there. Let's see. How do I get an email from Outlook into? Oh, great question. Great question. So let's just say I open up my Gmail, and when you go to your Evernote account, if I go to here and I log into Evernote, web sign in, so Evernote gives you a in the clouds login. So I'm going to log in. Here's my let's see. Let's go with you, Scotty Bud, because I don't care about this one. Let's see, Scotty Bud 23, and I think that's it. So let me show you how to find your email address. Sorry, one sec. So when you log into your mobile version or the web-based version of your site here, I'm going to show you how to find your email address. And so your email address is under the see right up here, it says my name. So I'm going to click on that and click settings. So click on the little arrow next to your name, click settings, and then this is going to show you your usage, where you're at, and then your email address. So if I wanted to create an Evernote email, I'm going to copy this email. See how crazy that is? FBD8FBA, crazy, right? So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go to my email address, and I'm going to create a contact. And the contact is going to be Evernote. And this is really important, so you don't never have to forget about this. And I'm going to go new contact, and then I'm going to call this Evernote. Evernote demo. All right? And the email address is, of course, going to be the Evernote email that it gives you. So I'm going to click, of course, it saves automatically, save now. So then when I go to send an email, I go compose, and I click Evernote, and guess what comes up? Evernote demo. So there's Evernote demo, and I don't have to ever remember what that email is. I just know that it's Evernote, right? So then I can send an email. So when I send an email, here's the crazy thing about this. You can actually send an email and have it go automatically into a folder, automatically by putting the name of the folder or the notebook as the subject of where you want it to go. So for example, if I had a buyer folder and I wanted this email to go into a buyer folder, I would just put buyer there. Isn't that crazy? That's awesome. I think there's something else small you had to do too, but I mean that's the whole thing. And then so whatever message you have, if you want to forward an email, say that I want to forward an email from Arbor. Say that I don't know who this is, but I wanted to forward an email. I would click on forward, and then I would put in the Evernote demo. So there's my Evernote demo. Boom. And now I can send this email directly to my Evernote account and just put it wherever I want once it's there. But now it's in my Evernote so I can get it later or keep track of who this person is that I'm having a conversation with. All right? Okay, so awesome, great questions. I appreciate you guys hanging with us today. Thanks for all your kind words. Again, if you want to hang with us, ask any questions. It's private. Only members can see the post. Your family and friends can't see that you're trying to learn something or better your business. That's no big deal. So, and over 900 members. We're approaching 1,000. We'll probably be 1,000 by next week. So it's just a great environment. It's a fun environment. Keep it clean, and we'll keep you.
Yeah.
All right. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right here next week on Agent Mastermind. Mike, my brother, thanks so much for joining me as always.
Thanks for having me.
Paul, thanks for helping with the questions, and we'll get this recording up as fast as we possibly can. And again, if you would like a copy of the recording and the PowerPoint, just get with the loan professional that's taking to this. And have a great day. Take care.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.